Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to our live and interactive online training program on inclusive education and digital technology. This training program is brought to you by Central Institute of Educational Technology, that is CIET, in collaboration with Department of Education of Groups with Special Needs, NCERT, New Delhi. And you're watching us live on PM eVidya channels 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. Today we are in day 5 of the training session. It's the last day and the topic that we have taken up is digital technology for reaching the unreached. Now, it's important to understand that due to the advent of digital technology, now spreading awareness, information, education has become possible. No matter what part of the country you belong to, where you're residing, it actually serves the purpose of inclusion. So, digital technology has reached the masses. It has made getting education and availing services, accessibility, everything possible. And how? So, there are a lot of dimensions to it. We'll talk about it in detail in today's session. I'm sure you must be having a lot of questions from your end. So, please feel free to get in touch with us. Our phone number is 8800440559. Our email ID is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. And on our YouTube handle NCERT Official, you can always send us your questions, suggestions and your feedback. Now, it's a training program and we have been telling you that on the last day of the training session, that is on day 5, there is going to be an assessment. So, once the session gets over, assessment courses will be released. You can attempt them, and if you score more than 70%, you will be granted a certificate that you can download from DIKSHA portal. For that, I request you all to kindly log on to our CIT website and of course read the guidelines and instructions very carefully before you actually attempt the assessment. Now, reaching the unreached or making education available at the doorstep or reaching the masses, it all means the same, because when we talk about education, NEP 2020 also focuses on the element of inclusion, on the element of equity. You must provide what is required and in a way that is affordable and accessible to all. So, for to know more about it, let me just straight away take you all to my guest for the session today. So, I am going to introduce you all to Dr. G. Balaji, who is Assistant Professor from Department of Education of Groups with Special Needs, NCERT. Sir, namaskar and very warm welcome to the session. Yes, sir, we have been talking about inclusive education and digital technology. So far, we have understood quite clearly what inclusion means and how digital technology is playing a very important role in disseminating information and making education available to your doorstep, basically. So today, since we'll be talking about that particular category, because we have given it the title Reaching the Unreached. So there are people, there are stakeholders who are at a place that is quite unreachable in a conventional way, and here digital technology has come to our rescue, right?
Yes.
So before you delve deep into the topic, I request you to kindly tell us about all the main points that you'll be covering in this session. I'm sure we will be talking about its relevance, but what are the main points that you have in the presentation today?
Today, as a part of this digital technology for learning, reaching the unreached, we are going to cover the introduction,
okay,
and who are actually the unreached.
Yes.
Who are those in India, and what is the role of technology,
okay,
in reaching the unreached.
That's right.
Unreached, and the importance of the technology and the challenges we are facing those and the future directions, and what are the strategies we can follow to bridge this gap.
Yes.
That we are all we are going to discuss today in this session.
Absolutely, be it any kind of gap, whether it's the rural or urban divide or gap between the use of technology, I think it's important to understand all the concepts in detail. Now, sir, I request you to kindly go ahead with your presentation uninterrupted, and whatever questions we will be receiving from our viewers, we'll take them up in the end. And I request all our viewers to kindly not mark your attendance and please ask relevant questions. It's the last day of the training session, so whatever comes to your mind, please feel free to ask. Sir, please, you can start.
Yeah, today now we are going to deal with the digital technology for reaching the unreached. Then before going to have a session about to reaching the unreached, must we discuss about the education meant for. The education is the single greatest tool for achieving a social justice and equity, where what we can understand equity. Equity is nothing but the providing a fairness where with whom we are dealing with. What is fairness in the sense based on their needs? We have to provide the things and the technology to the unreached people.
Yes.
That is nothing but showing a fairness in a equity.
Yeah.
Then the education system, we can say that as a part of equity. For example, if you say that what is equity in the sense, for example, if you are providing the same textbooks to the all the class members, there is a visual impaired students and hearing impaired children are there providing the same books to the all, then that is an equality. Then what is equity in the sense based on the need of the student. For example, hearing impaired student is there, then if we provide them normal textbooks, then that is not useful for the student. Hence we have to provide the visually, if the student is visually impaired, then we have to provide the braille books to the students. And if the hearing impaired student, we have to provide the technology based materials
That's
to the
right.
Students.
Like sign language.
The sign language. So that is the ensuring the equity. Then each and education system must aim to benefit each and every children, so that no child is loses any opportunity to learn and excel because of their birth and background. Hence, based on their background, see for example, based on their locality, geographical isolation, and based on their caste and creed and religion, they should not be avoided. Every child must be, and based on their disability, every child disability, they should not be avoided. Each and every child must get a benefit from the education. And many successive government policies have made a steady progress towards the bridging the social category gaps in all levels of education. For example, if you say that from 1995, the midday meals, where to providing a midday meals to the poor and in all government schools, and ensure that the student can come regularly to the school.
Yes.
And if you see the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and RMSA, universalization of elementary education, universalization of secondary education, where it was provided lot of government policies to ensure the quality education for all.
Yes.
But still there is a large disparities still remain in the society. Then those disparities, how we can overcome? Then here comes the technology. See for example, even the many policies are addressing the education, still the dropout rate among the children with the tribals
Background.
and the dropouts and the disability, there is a high dropout rate. According to the UDIs also, it was said that there is a high dropout rate among the disabled children and the tribal children and scheduled caste children. Hence, the digital technology can address these gaps. The digital technology is not about only convenience, it is a catalyst for the equity, inclusion and empowerment and quality of education. It helps everyone. And it overcomes the geographical and social and economical barriers to reach people who are previously excluded. So, and NEP 2020 also is emphasizes that the technology, use of technology for inclusive and equitable education. And UNESCO also advocates that ICT in education as a tool for reducing the inequalities. Hence, for example, you can say that during the COVID-19, online platforms like DIKSHA, Swayam became a lifeline for millions of learners who could not attend the physical schools physically. That's what we can say that technology is very important to overcome all the disparities and all the geographical, social and economical barriers of disparities.
Yes.
Then here, who are the unreached? Now our topic is that reaching the unreached. Then how, with the help of this digital technology, how we can reach the unreached? Then who are the unreached here? So according to the UNESCO Education for All, unreached population are those who remain excluded from educational opportunities, are in school, they are going to school and not learning and are at risk of the dropping due to poverty and their location and the gender and the disability and the language and the social disadvantages. And according to the UNICEF also, Equity and Inclusion Framework 2017, the unreached are the children, those who are hardest to find and the most excluded, often living in remote and rural and marginalized contexts with the multiple deprivations.
Okay.
So from these both definitions, we can conclude that who are the unreached in the sense, here we can say the population from these two definitions from UNESCO and UNICEF, we can say that the tribal and the rural communities are the unreached that we can say. And the differently able learners we can say as unreached children. And the economically weaker sections and the linguistic and cultural minorities and the remote and isolated populations. We will take one by one and why they are unreached that we discuss here. For example, tribal and rural communities, why they are treated as unreached in the sense, for example, they are residing in remote villages and with the lack of proper infrastructure and the proper transportation facilities, where the NCST also, the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes and the MOTA also said that the 70% of the rural people, tribal people population and the tribal children resides in rural area with the limited infrastructure and with the limited transportation facilities and who are geographically isolated. That is what we can say based on the above definitions, the tribal and the rural communities are the unreached that we can say. And the differently abled children, they required the assistive technologies to learn equally with the mainstream children. Here technology is required for them. And economically weaker sections, the poorest of the poor and those who are like not able to fulfill their basic needs, the survival needs, they are, we can say that, economically weaker sections. And linguistic and the cultural minorities, where their language is different, their culture is different and what they are studying is different. As NEP 2020 also is said that the tribal people, according to the NEP 2020, the tribal children are feeling that the school education is completely irrelevant to their life and their life. Hence, their language is different and their culture is different and what they are studying is different, completely different. That is what they are also, the linguistically and the cultural minorities also is included as unreached people here according to the UNESCO and UNICEF definitions. And the people who are residing in remote areas and the isolated populations, for example, those who are residing in hill areas and islands and the conflict zones. For example, what is conflict zones? For example, you can take that Jammu and Kashmir, where due to the some war and all, the people, the children unable to go to the school regularly.
Yes.
And you can say the recent, very recent example,
Yeah.
that Manipur violence, where due to the violence in Manipur, that majority of the school children are unable to go to the school.
Or children in cold desert like Leh Ladakh, where climatic conditions are very hard.
Yes, and due to the violence between the
Yes.
tribal communities also,
Yes.
they are unable to go to the school. So, for them also there is a technology need for them to access the quality education. That is what, for example, you can say that those who are residing in hill areas, one example here we have brought here, in tribal areas of Chhattisgarh, students sometimes walk 10 to 15 kilometers just to attend the school. And if you take Himachal Pradesh also, students need to walk around and climb around 5 to 6 kilometers to the hilly areas, and daily they are unable to go to the school, and for them there is a need to have an access of the technology.
Or even during the time of natural disasters,
Yeah.
when there are floods and landslides, then
Landslide.
also children
And
are unable to go to school.
Yes. For example, we can say that at the time of COVID,
Yes.
at the time of COVID, that as we have discussed already, the Swayam and DIKSHA has played
it
a very
came up,
important
yes.
role. Then these all the population we can consider as unreached. Then to this unreached people, how we can reach them with the help of a digital technology in a different domains. Now we will have a discussion about the role of digital technology in a different domains, even along with the education. If you go to the education to reach this all the people, those who are unreached, see for example, the PM eVidya, where we are delivering the lecture now, to reach and to give the training to the teachers, where PM eVidya is a national platform where Honorable Prime Minister has launched this program as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat. It is a unified platform, digital platform, which can collaborate,
Yes.
which can collaborate all the digital, online and on-air activities,
Oh, absolutely.
the platforms.
And we're reaching the unreached, and it's reaching the population worldwide, I must say.
Worldwide,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Through digital technology.
Through digital technology.
Yeah.
So, this PM eVidya is a comprehensive initiative which covers ePathshala, DIKSHA and the Swayam Prabha channels and the radio and community radio, all will cover as a part of this comprehensive PM eVidya
Yes.
initiation. So, if you take one by one, see for example, you take DIKSHA. All the people, those who are discussed, we are discussed that disabled children or those who are unreached, the tribal children and those who are like very far geographically isolated, all they can access the DIKSHA platform. The DIKSHA platform is providing that n number of, it is in a storehouse where we can say the storehouse of e-books and e-contents. And we can say that it's providing a lot of talking books, audio books it is providing. The students who are not going to the school and the students who are unable to understand properly, they can access the talking books which are available on the DIKSHA. They can access freely, all the textbooks freely on DIKSHA portal. All the from class to 12, all the school education, the textbooks they can avail from the DIKSHA portal.
Yes.
And the DIKSHA portal also is providing that the e-content for the children with the differently abled.
Ji.
And if you go through the ePathshala also around 700, even around 700, we can say that exactly 699, 699 digital textbooks and around 300, school books.
Wow.
School books it is providing to the children on free of cost. And we can say that with this e-Pathshala, with the e-Pathshala, there is an app, e-Pathshala AR app, augmented reality. The student who are unable to have the schools who are unable to have physical labs, the science labs, they can have this type of e-Pathshala AR
or virtual labs.
Virtual labs and virtual labs also they can have. And virtual labs also is available on DIKSHA platform. So, and in e-Pathshala AR app also, the mobile app we can access, and with that it provides a 3D, we can scan any object, and the energized books it can provide the book object in a 3D model.
And all these are the focus areas of DIKSHA.
Focus areas of the DIKSHA. So, the students who are unreached, they can access the materials through e-Pathshala and DIKSHA freely.
Free of cost, and anybody can sign up and use it.
Anybody can sign up and they can use. And if we talk about Swayam, Swayam, where our NCERT also providing on Swayam platform courses, around 30 courses by covering 11 subjects. 11 subjects we are providing courses on Swayam platform from 8th to 12th class. So, the courses can be accessed by all these remote area children through the Swayam platform, which are providing by the NCERT. And here NIOS also is providing e-content and the e-textbooks for the children, and NIOS also is providing the content for the differently abled children. Around this on NIOS also is providing that the live daily live 3 hours of the.
Of course, they have the community radio, they have the video programs also.
Yes.
And
live on eVidya channel. And around 42 courses, NIOS is providing on free of cost.
Wow.
And in which 8 the occasional courses are providing.
Vocational courses are there, yes.
Providing. And the content is available for visually impaired and hearing impaired children also.
And it's a boon for those who cannot go to the conventional schooling system.
Yeah, and that content is available in the form of a DICE, digitally accessible in information system. And we can say that around 6 subjects, and the 10 subjects in secondary level, and 10 subjects at secondary level and 6 subjects at the senior secondary level. NIOS has transformed all the books into the talking books, where all these children can access freely these talking books, the central.
And it is the largest open schooling system in the world.
Yes.
So, we can actually measure the kind of reach it has.
Yes, yeah. And where NROER also. NROER also is a National Repository for Open Educational Resource, that NROER also is boarded on DIKSHA, where all the textbooks and e-content are available on National Repository on Open Educational Resource.
Right.
And so, the children with the unreached can access all the content available on NROER website.
And the best part is that all this content is actually prepared in a format that is like gamification of the same, you know.
Yes.
It is animated, it is serving all the purpose of inclusivity, and it is giving the experiential learning basically.
Yes. And the next one, how we can reaching the unreached in the sense in the form of Swayam Prabha channels, where as a part of one class, one channel, we are providing a Swayam Prabha 12 channels. Then one channel is representing one class. So, the people who are geographically isolated, those who are cannot offer the mobiles to can access through the DD channel free of cost, at free of cost, these all classes can have. And the DTH 31 channel also is providing the Indian Sign Language classes.
Absolutely.
And all the books they are providing the material in the form of
It's being
ISL,
translated to ISL,
translated
yes.
in ISL on DTH 31 ISL channel.
Well, whatever content we are delivering online, of course, it is being delivered there in the ISL format also.
Yes, ISL format also. So there is a DTH 31 channel is also is
They're
available.
especially
The
dedicated
majority
to
of
that.
the tribal people are and the isolated, geographically isolated, they are not aware of these facilities which are providing by the Ministry of Education and NCERT, CIT.
And the best part is, sir, that this content is also available in different languages.
Different
It's a work in
languages.
progress, so you know every day we are working on it and different languages are being added.
Yeah, yeah. On DIKSHA, it is they are providing in 32 languages.
Wow.
32 languages. All this content can be available in a 32 languages. The DIKSHA we are provide on DIKSHA portal. We can access the material in 32 languages. And for example, you can take the radio community radio and community radio. On the name of all the curriculum based content are delivered on and broadcasting on Gnanvani radio. And there is 18 channels and 136 nationwide radio and our curriculum based content is delivered on this radio channels.
Of course,
radio
Gyanvani FM stations, they are providing interactive radio counselings
yes,
also.
interactive
you
radio
know, so
counselling
students
also.
can participate and they can ask
Participate, yes.
questions. And
Yes.
again, it's available on the internet as well with the name of Gyandhara.
Gyandhara, yes, yes. And the Muktavani is providing by
Muktividyavani by NIOS,
yes. Muktividyavani is providing by the NIOS.
NIOS,
And
that's
all the 11th and 12th class related curriculum based content is broadcasting on NIOS.
It's very interactive, yeah.
And the Sikshawani podcast by the CBSE,
Okay.
where 9th to 12th children are accessing all this curriculum based content on Sikshawani podcast. For example, if you can say community radio also is providing, for example, Radio Matoli by Kerala, where it is in particularly in tribal context and they are preserving their culture and they are having the dialects and the examples and they are providing the materials on the Radio Matoli on Kerala.
And sir, because in one of the sessions we talked about universal design of learning, we have to impart education in such a way that it is relatable no matter what community you belong to, what region you are coming from.
Yes.
And I think community radios here play a very important role because they give direct and easy and relatable access to the communities and students.
And you can say that for example, in Jharkhand also is providing Chala Ho Gao Mein. So these are content related material are broadcasting with this on the name of this podcast.
Yes.
And if you take AI based personalized learning tools, for example, the ChatGPT can also be provided to the learners, those who are unreached, and the easy explanation, feedback and the material they can get from the ChatGPT. For example, and the Century Tech and the School Bhuvan and the School Bhuvan and
very popular.
And this ChatGPT based AI based personalized learning tools can be provided to reach the children with those who are unreached. For example, you can say AI based personalized learning tool. DIKSHA also is having a AI personalized tool which is nothing but Tara.
And like eJadui Pitara?
Tara and eJadui Pitara.
You have Katha Sakhi, Parent Tara.
Yes. The Tara is having a AI based resource chatbot framework where it can help the people to find out the digital content and the digital textbooks, and the Tara AI based chatbot on DIKSHA, which is providing a feedback to the participants, those who are accessing a DIKSHA. And we can say it is if you take one more example, that Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, where Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan also is providing a fund to the state on sharing basis to establish the ICT labs in all the government schools. See, for example, you can say that in northeast area, the government is providing, central government is providing the funding on 90 and 10, 90 is to 10. 90% of the fund provided by the central government, and 10% the state should be offered. Then they, and in rest of the states in 60 and 60-40 in sharing, the central government is providing to establish the ICT labs. If once the ICT labs is established in all the schools, government schools, then there will be no unreached people in the country.
Oh yes, and till the time that is happening, we have virtual labs.
Yes, we have virtual labs also on DIKSHA. And the teacher created YouTube lessons must be provided to the learners, and it will be available. If the government teachers create the YouTube lessons, then they can, all the students from the Indian community, India and unreached community can easily access.
True.
And for example, you can say that as a part of the education domain, that VRC, village resource centers.
Okay.
Village resource centers by the ISRO, which is support the telemedicine and the tele-education, and they are helping the agriculture farmers and giving information by having village resource centers. They are providing what we can say that the health related informations they are providing, and the health, soil health they are giving information by having village resource centers. And Talash is a tribal aptitude and life, Talash is a tribal aptitude and life skills, which is a self-esteem hub by the Indian government, which is meant for Ekalavya EMRS school students, which provides them that counseling, career counseling, and some sort of support in a career, how to enrich ourselves, and how we can success in life. That the such type of skilling training also they are providing as a part of the Talash initiation. It is Talash is a basically digital platform for the EMRS students. So this type of self-esteem hub, tribal aptitude self-esteem hubs can be constituted throughout the India for all the government schools and those who are in unreached areas. And also the goal is an collaborative initiative of MOTA and Meta, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, and the Meta, which is formerly Facebook. The goal is nothing but going online as a leaders, where this platform is giving a training to the tribal youth to become the entrepreneurs and successful in their lives, and to provide the support to the tribal community on this goal platform, with the help of this goal platform, where all these education initiatives, we can say that with the help of these technology initiatives, we can reach the unreached in the fund, provide a quality education to the people who are unreached. And in the form of healthcare domain, if you see the healthcare domain, that how we can reach them, that the telemedicine apps, which are that is nothing but eSanjeevani. eSanjeevani is launched by the Ministry of Health and Welfare, where around till now it is provided telemedicine and teleconsultants, the doctor consultations, around 15 crore it was provided teleconsultations to the people who are residing along with the people who are residing in geographically isolated area and the tribal concentrated area and the disabled people, including all. So this type of initiation we can enhance and strengthen that, and the ISRO, whatever ISRO we have discussed till just now, that with the help of village resource centers, they are also providing telemedicine and teleconsultations to the people, those who are even this telemedicine and e-Sanjeevani can breaks the geographical barriers to reach the unreached. Then where they are very far from the normal towns and cities, where geographical barriers can be addressed with the help of this telemedicines. So, and we can say that the teleconsultation in the National Health Mission also is having, like with the help of ANMs and primary health centers.
Yes.
By providing tabs, they are like monitoring the pregnant women, and they are providing the primary health tips to the pregnant ladies in tribal who are unable to access the hospitals. Hospitals. And the Umang app also. Like everyone knows that more than 80 central government departments and the around 180 departments of the state departments of all the states and all the territories, union territories, they are providing all the types of services,
unified services,
unified services through this Umang app. Those people from Unreached also can connected, they can get the exam results with the help of this, they can apply the certificates from the Umang app. So more than 1,000 government services are available from the Umang app. So with this type of technology, we can reach the unreached people, and they can access all these facilities.
Okay.
And if you take financial inclusion, that UPI, that everyone we knows that even the vegetable vendors also is using UPIs, and like technology is they don't no need to go to the physical banks, and they no need to have even carry the cash. Cash. Everyone can paying amount through the UPI, and we are the world number one. India is the world number one in paying UPI. That we can say that proudly.
Even the European countries are lagging behind.
Yes, lagging behind. So we can say that when we are reaching the unreached with this technology, this type of technology, and with the help of like in a as a part of the financial inclusion, that Aadhaar linked accounts also, where everyone is accessing that, and the pensioner need not to go to the particular
respective
place,
offices or
respective offices. They are directly the pension is deposited with the help of this technology. And the Jan Dhan Yojana of making banking is more accessible without the traditional branches, where the Manrega amount is directly deposited in Jan Dhan Yojana, and with the help of zero balance account, with the help of Jan Dhan Yojana, like the World Bank reported that more than we are the first that who are having a bank accounts of adults in India, in a country, in a world, we can say that. So this type of technology based facilities, we can say that we can reach the unreached. And as a part of the dimension of social empowerment, where the WhatsApp group is connected with the self-help groups, and they can connect, and the farmers also can share the information with the help of WhatsApp by having a small mobile. And the BharatNet also, based on the BharatNet, and the government of India is providing the Wi-Fi connections in the villages, and they are connecting the Grama Panchayatis as a part of the BharatNet. And the recent one, in 2025, the Indian government is initiated that Bharat Brand Mission 2.0, where the primary institutions like Anganwadis, primary health centers, and all the government schools is going to be provide the optic fibers, the Wi-Fi facilities as a part of this Bharat National Broadband Mission 2.0. hence this type of initiation, technology initiation, we can reach the unreached. And the internet Sati also is initiated by the in a collaboration of Google India, Intel and Tata Trust, where internet Sati is like they are providing the internet literacy to the tribal women and rural women to get the internet ambassadors in a villages. And the common service centers also is provided in a villages to have support in a healthcare, in a tele-education and a tele-medicines. And Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Sakshar Bharat Abhiyan also is there to make the people and the population digitally literate.
Right.
And around 47.8 million people got digital certificates with the help of Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Sakshar Bharat Abhiyan. So, for example, you can say that Telangana, the Raitu Bandhu people, Raitu Bindu app, the people from farmers are accessing, and the crop prices they are seeing that without going to the particular offices. And the other current and emerging initiatives like National Educational Technology Forum, which is providing guidelines how the technology should be and how the artificial intelligence should be, and it can provide the proper framework for the integration of technology in a school system and a school education system. And as a part of the current and emerging initiative, we can say that National Digital Library of India, where National Digital Library of India is launched by the developed by the IIT Kharagpur, where lot of information and books are available with the National Digital Library of India, and the student can freely access those books with the help of National Digital Library, where the National Digital Library of India is also providing a National NDLI Club. They are having an NDLI Club where all the schools, government schools of India can register in it, and they can access all the facilities which are provided by the National Digital Library of India. And it is a digital university is also there as a part of the 2020 initiative, NEP 2020 initiative. The National Digital University has launched, where the world class education will be provided with the help of a digital university. And the artificial intelligence in schools, this is developing by the curriculum is going to develop by the NCERT very soon, and NDR, the National Digital Education Architecture, also is to unify all the digital initiations on the name of NDR. And some case studies we already discussed, that the Kishan Suvidha app also offers the farmers to see the weather updates, market prices, and the expert advices. And you can say that Kerala fishermen use the mobile apps for real life weather alerts and reducing risk during the storms. So, with the help of the technology, the farmers and the people with
people from all walks of life are getting benefited.
Benefit. And what is the importance of digital technology, where we can say anytime, anywhere we can access the material and learning, and which can remove the geographical barriers, and it supports the personalized learning with the help of artificial intelligence,
customization
of content and self-paced learning. And we can say that interactive, as you said, that with the help of virtual labs, it provides interactive learning with the videos and etc. can be done with the help of visual reality and augmented reality. And for example, we can say that the tribal student from Arunachal Pradesh or Karnataka, anywhere, they are accessing the NCERT lessons.
Overcoming the language barrier
also. And what are the challenges? We can say that the digital divide is the big challenge for the dealing with the technology, where urbans are having a good network and the internet facility, but rural areas are not. Then automatically the digital divide will be happen. And the men and women, there is a security concern, and there is no accessibility for the women, and there will be the divide is happening with there. and the connectivity. Many villages are lack of reliable internet, that
yeah.
we all know that, and affordability. The poor, when we are discussing about the poorest of the poor, and obviously they will not offer the costly data and
IoT
the
devices.
mobile devices. And the cyber security is one of the another problem.
Challenge,
yes, big challenge. And language barrier also, we can say that, as you said just now, the language barrier also is
because we still need time to update all the content in native languages or other dialects.
Yeah. According to Niti Aayog also, only 24% of Indian rural households are having internet access, and it is in a clear guidelines to us.
Yes, yeah, of course, it shows the picture.
And the strategy is to bridge the gap. How we can bridge this gap? We can go with the blended learning, flipped classroom learning. We can say that offline and online, and the low cost of devices can be provided, and the preloaded tablets can be make available to the ensure of quality education.
So many softwares, and there's so many I would say technology, I would say anything that is available at without subscription, you know, also at very
and
low
the community what community digital centers in villages, as we discussed, can be provided, and the content can be provided in their languages.
It's like the common service centers.
Yes, common service centers and community digital centers also, we can say. And the content can be provided in their tribal languages.
Yes.
And where NCERT DIKSHA is available, and 32 languages we are providing material. And the future directions, artificial intelligence can be make available, and virtual reality, low cost of devices, solar powered internet, where for example solar power internet, where all the schools of Kerala are having a solar power internet, and the Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh schools also, they are having a solar powered internet, and they are accessing and providing internet facilities to the children.
Because they're so close to the nature anyway, tribal communities. So they bring that element into the education also.
Yes, and we can say that Kerala is the first digital state in India.
It's leading in so many departments, actually. Role model for rest of the states. Yeah.
So that's what, and these all are the future directions to the. And to conclude this session, that we can say that nowadays, to reaching the unreached, the technology may not be luxury anymore, but this is a necessity to give the quality education and make ensure of inclusion. So we can say that, I can say here, the technology should not just connect the connected, but empower the disconnected.
Absolutely.
And if technology can reach the space, then why not? It can reach the remotest classroom also.
Of course, and technology has made its way into our lives gradually, but it is now there. It's inevitable, you know, to not use digital technology, be it for communication, information, entertainment, education. Digital technology is something that we are dependent on way too much.
Then only we can achieve the Sabka Saath and
it has its
Sabka
pros
Vikas.
and cons, but yes,
Sabka
Saath, Sabka Vikas can only be achieved when we can come together on a platform, and internet makes it possible.
Yes.
So now, sir, we're left with very little time. There are few questions that I would like to ask you, if you allow. You know, somebody has asked that what strategies actually can be used to bridge the digital divide in rural and tribal communities?
What already we have discussed, that providing the content in their tribal languages, and the low cost materials can be provided, and the community centers can be established, and then only we can bridge this gap between the rural and urban, and we can give them, we can ensure the inclusion.
You also touched upon the topic of equity in education. I want to ask you, because there's a question that how do you think digital technology promotes equity and empowerment in education as per NEP 2020?
Yeah, as we have discussed just now, that technology is ensure that all the geographical and social barriers, we address the social and geographical barriers. Hence, we can reach the unreached with the help of technology in a lot of, with the help of DIKSHA, Swayam, that. So we can see, for example, by providing a material, the dicey material to the children with hearing impaired, and the e-content to the talking books to the children with the visual impaired.
Yes.
So we can make we can ensure the equity, and we can access the digital content.
Right, sir. Now we're left with very little time, so I just want to ask you, what do you think is the future of digital technology for reaching the unreached, despite so many challenges that exist?
Yes, we can, by with the help of NGOs and the central government and state government, all this initiation can be strengthened, and we can ensure that the quality education, providing education is nothing, but providing equality education is important nowadays.
And
so that can
of
be
course,
ensured.
also taking care of the equity in education.
Equity in
You
education.
must provide what's required, and that is why we keep on stressing upon the need for customization, personalization of content that's available. So be it healthcare systems, your banking systems, your education, inclusion has to be there, and we need to work towards it through the use of digital technology. So Dr. Balaji, thank you so much for your time and contribution to the session. It was such a delightful journey, and you provided some really important insights to what digital technology is like, and when we combine it with education, how we are reaching the masses and the unreached, for sure. So viewers, now it's time for me to wrap up today's session. It was day 5 session of our online training program under the umbrella theme of inclusive education and digital technology, where we talked about digital technology for reaching the unreached. Is the climax of this week's online training program, and next week the same training program will be there in Hindi, which you can watch again, and you can attempt the assessment. As I mentioned in the beginning of the session itself, it's a training program. Please go ahead with the assessment, and I'm sure that you have watched all the sessions very carefully. In case you have any feedback to share with us, you can always do that by writing to us on our email ID, which is training.helpdesk@ciit.nic.in. Now with this, it's a wrap for the session, but before I finally exit the studio, let me give you some more informations. Let me start with textbooks. So textbooks for grade 4 and 7 are now available on Amazon, Flipkart and NCERT website. You can purchase them from there. Another example of digital technology. And you can also take a look at the schedule, what's all coming ahead. In a short while from now, you can watch a session Sahyog, and after that we will have a session on school leadership development by NIPA. With this, it's a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, taking leave of you. Namaskar.